Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm David. My channel is My Yard Sale. Hey, today I want to do a little bit of an update on just my general health in the last week and just some general stuff, some basic stuff. So this last week has been a pretty interesting week. I felt like I was getting over the whole metabolic issues I was having with whey protein because last week I accidentally bought whey protein instead of vegetable protein, and it caused me the worst inflammation and made my life extremely difficult. So that was last week. I'm finally over that. I got probably that out of my system maybe like Thursday, Friday of or the last couple days of last week. I got that out of my system, which I was pretty happy about because then my strength started coming back, and maybe my coordination started coming back a little bit. My eyesight seemed to be getting a little bit better. That whole whey protein, I don't understand how whey protein specifically affects you, but I will say that whey protein is a milk product, and dairy products just seem to not do me so well. Now this week I am trying vegetable or not vegetable. I'm trying plant protein, a plant protein shake, which I know some of you folks are going to say, "Oh, here he goes with the shakes again." But I have to be honest. I need to get the protein, and I can't always make eggs. I can't always grill burgers. So for me to be able to make a shake is pretty important. I just need to find the right shake that doesn't cause me inflammation or issues. So I am trying some new protein, and I did happen to get a a plant protein. It's what pea protein or quinoa protein. So I'm excited to see how this will help, and hopefully I'll be able to get my 30 to 40 grams of proteins every day and have it not wreck my metabolism. I have high hopes. So I've been doing a lot of research on this whole Ray Peat diet. Thanks for the suggestion. You know who you are. I mean, I appreciate it. I wish that Ray Peat didn't pass away, and I wish that he would have had the chance to debate with some of the carnivore or keto doctors that publish on YouTube, because I would be curious just to see how the argument would go. I feel like Ray Peat has a lot of valid points and it makes a lot of sense, but I just can't see how focusing on carbs and eating sugar is going to help. Definitely in my particular instance, if I eat too much sugar, I have anxiety issues. If I eat too many carbs, I can't walk. And I can't explain that, but it's a fact. So I have to be very careful with this stuff. So I thought this whole repeat um, stuff that I looked into, I read into and investigated, I thought it was interesting. And I am considering adding sugar back into my diet occasionally. I'm not, and I'm talking about like pure sugar, not sugar in like cookies or cupcakes, because I do love those too, but I'm trying to stay away from those. So yeah, I did look into this whole repeat thing, and there's definitely a lot more to it than just the diet and the how crazy the diet sounds. So I'm trying to figure out the rest of that. Now last week, I did buy some chicken nuggets just because I needed something I can throw into the microwave and heat up and eat when I'm hungry, so that I'm not like craving sugar and craving just garbage food. Even though chicken nuggets are garbage food, I know that. But I did have some chicken nuggets, and I bought plant protein chicken nuggets, and I'm going to try in the next week or so, which I will do a review on here. So if you're interested in whether I hate or love plant protein nuggets, then subscribe and check back with me, because I will be reviewing it. So yeah, these chicken nuggets, I heat them up in the microwave because it's kind of difficult for me to heat them up in the oven. And when I took them out of the microwave, it's amazing because they smelt like carnival food. And then when I ate them, they tasted like carnival food. They tasted like what I would expect the kind of food would taste like when you go to the carnival. And I'm assuming that it must just be because there's a lot of sugar in those nuggets, is what I'm thinking. I'm not totally sure. But one thing I am excited to try out is I am going to be trying out quinoa. And I don't know if you guys eat a lot of quinoa, but I guess there's a lot of protein and there's a lot of good nutrients in quinoa. And I've eaten it before, almost like rice. So I'm excited to try quinoa again, and I will be eating that. And I'm hoping that my body will agree with it, and that I can lean on it a little bit more than some of the other food that's a little bit more difficult to make. Because I can make a big pot of quinoa and eat that with some vegetables, or I can kind of eat more of a plant-based diet with quinoa because there's a lot of protein and there is some carbs and there is some health benefits. So I'm kind of excited to try out quinoa. It's getting a little bit cooler where I live. Of course, I'm back in my winter hat, and I will be in my winter hat till probably June or July because my head gets cold. And if I shave my head, which I do occasionally, it makes my head even colder. Now, I bought these hats probably, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I bought I bought one, but they shipped me two, which I was pretty happy about. And I went and looked back and they said that yes, there is two hats. And this is nice because there's plenty of room. I don't know if you can see this, but there's plenty of room in the back. So if I had a lot of hair, it could fit up in there. It's like one of these baggy hats maybe the kids are wearing now. But I do love this hat because I can pull this down, keep it over my ears, keep my whole head nice and warm and toasty. Or if it's too hot, I will pull it up, unleash my ears and my forehead a little bit more, and it cools down quite a bit. So I am going to add a link to these hats. I think they're like $7 for two hats. It's very cheap. I'm sure made in China or somewhere overseas in the Asian somewhere in Asia. But they're quality hats. I've had them now for over a year. They're quality hats. They're warm. They're not just nice hats. So if you need a nice winter hat or a nice warmer hat, do me a favor. Click through on my link. I think I'll get maybe like a penny. I do make a little bit of money, but it's a tiny bit. But more important than that is I hope you get a cool hat that you love, and I hope you love it. So if you like this hat, do me a favor and click through on my link and buy it through my link. Again, I do make some kind of money. I make like a penny for every 1,000 that sell. I don't know exactly. It's probably nothing, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. But if you love the hat, I hope you really love it. Thanks. So where I live, it's definitely getting cooler. I have the heater on in my room, but it's not freezing yet. Freezing literally being 32 degrees or less, which it will be at some point, and then it'll be freezing throughout the rest of the year for me. I'm not looking forward to that. But so the weather's kind of nice. It's going to be 70 degrees in the next couple of days, which I'm looking forward to that. I'll heat my house back up and hopefully be able to keep the heat for a couple of weeks. I'm happy about that. So that whole thing I was talking about, my joint snapping. My joints aren't quite snapping as much as they were before. My joints now do snap, but not as much as before where I constantly had to snap them. What's happening now is it feels like my arms get very heavy, almost like, I don't know, it feels like if I were to get muscle all of a sudden and my arms weighed another pound or 2 pounds, which they don't because I do weigh myself. But if that was the case, that would be the feeling that I'm having, where my arms actually feel heavy. They feel tired almost, which I think that's a strange thing to deal with, and I don't exactly know what that means. I'm hoping that it just means that I'm starting to get some function back and it's rebuilding. I'm not exactly sure. So my diet the last week has been both great and horrible. So like I said, I did add a plant protein shake back into my diet, which quite frankly, that's actually doing me well, it feels like. And I did read up on it. And plant protein shakes, plant proteins can actually um, reduce neuropathy, can reduce nerve related things. So that's good news. I mean, I'm hoping that might be why my arms aren't snapping anymore, and maybe I'll continue to have my just joint issues resolving. My eyesight changed again, which I can't explain this. Like I'm drinking these shakes, and when I drink the shakes, like my eyesight will clear up. And it could be the protein, it could be the water, it could be I mean, I don't know what it could be. But for some reason my eyesight does clear up, and it's mostly in my right eye that's clearing up. My left eye is still pretty fuzzy, but occasionally like I don't know, drink the right amount of shake or whatever it is, and my eyes all of a sudden work together, and I can see the writing on my computer much easier. So that's an odd thing that I'm going through. The snaps are going away, but my eyesight is getting better, and then it goes back to getting worse. And it's not based on the bad food that I'm eating. It's not. Maybe a couple weeks ago it was. Honestly, a couple weeks ago I was craving sugar so bad. Probably something in my diet that I was going through. Like the stuff in my stomach was probably craving sugar and carbs and junk. So I ended up buying some of these chocolate, not cupcakes, but chocolate muffins. And I'm not going to lie, they were delicious. And they actually weren't even that great of muffins, but they were just delicious to me. They were so good. And I didn't eat, like, I bought four of them. I didn't eat all four of them all at once. I ate them spread out over 4 days, 5 days. But at the end of the period, I could feel that my body was not responding well and was not happy. And then I did start adding in that vegetable protein, or not vegetable protein, but pea protein, and that did seem to straighten things out with the inflammation, and it did seem to straighten things out. So now my eyesight is definitely feeling like it's starting to get normal again. Maybe I'll be back to normal soon, I hope. Some of the things that I'm trying to understand a little bit better, thanks to one of you guys' posts, is thyroid issues. I never knew what a thyroid even was. I still don't completely understand it, but I do understand that there's some pretty important cycles that the thyroid does that, like I said, I don't understand it. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare specialist. I knew that we had a thyroid, but I couldn't have told you where it was 6 months ago. I didn't know what it was or what it did. One of the things that I found out about the thyroid, among the multiple things that it does, is it does manage your body heat. And I definitely I have a problem with, sometimes I'm freezing cold and other times I'm sweltering hot, which could be a thyroid problem. I don't know. But I did read that adding, not salt, but adding, what's that stuff in salt? Adding salt in your diet, which I had cut a lot of salt out of my diet, but adding some salt back into my diet does seem to help balance out my body temperatures. Like I'm warmer at night when I'm trying to sleep, and I'm cooler during the day when I'm trying to not be toasty warm. And maybe that's thyroid, I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out cortisol and understanding exactly what cortisol has to do with anything. So I am definitely enjoying eating flaxseed. I add flaxseed into anything and everything now. I would actually consider buying flaxseed not crushed. Like the flaxseed I have is I don't know what you call it when it's crushed, but I buy the stuff that's been crushed. I would actually try eating flaxseed where you just take the flax seeds and you chew them up in your mouth. I like the taste of flaxseed. It tastes like it tastes kind of like sunflower seeds, and it's very high in nutrients. So I have been enjoying flaxseed and in those shakes that I've been having. I've been eating a lot of flaxseed. I would eat flaxseed in anything and everything now. Actually, if I can ever get back to a point where I can grow something in my yard again, I will probably grow flax because I would love to have a flax plant that I can just get a bunch of flax every year and I would have a huge jar of it. I'd probably sell it. I'd probably sell flax seeds as a business because I enjoy them. I like them. They taste good. They taste nutty. They have good texture. They're not crunchy like chia seeds. I like the flax seeds quite a bit. Yeah, so I hate to keep going back to this whole plant protein shake, but I do love this plant protein shake. It's a chocolate plant protein shake, and I'm looking forward to buying the one that was suggested by one of you guys. I want to buy the one from Walmart. They just keep running out of stock in my local Walmart, which kind of makes me mad, but I want to try that out. I did have to buy this other plant protein shake, which I like it. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not as filling as I would like. So I'm looking forward to trying the Walmart version, and hopefully it'll be more filling because I'll add another scoop or I'll have two scoops. But I guess I'm lucky. I'm thankful that I'm getting enough protein now. I'm pretty sure I'm getting enough magnesium through the flax and whatever other stuff that flaxseed has. I'm also eating burger patties. I'm going to be honest, I love burger patty, a burger patty with a slice of cheese on it and a lot of salt on it. Salted cheese with that burger patty, and I microwave them. So they could be better, but I don't hate it. I like it. I'm actually enjoying that. So that's my latest carnivore keto meal is I'll take a bowl, I'll put a frozen burger patty in the bowl, I'll microwave it for 2 minutes to 3 minutes. I'll put a slice or two slices of cheese. I salt and red pepper on top of it. I put it back in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll just cook it that way. Now I'm just gonna be honest and tell you, it doesn't brown, it doesn't crisp up, it's not delicious like a grilled patty, but it's easy to make, it's quick to make, and it tastes pretty good. So that's my latest diet is eating those protein shakes and burger patties. So I'm pretty sure I'm getting the amount of protein that I need. At least I hope I am. I think I am. One of the things that I've lately been doing that kind of drives me crazy, and I end up sleeping in bed at night and doing this. I could literally watch 3 hours of people trying out these special cookies or donuts. Like I can't remember the name of the company, the donut place or the cookie place, but I could watch these people trying out like 4 or 5 different kinds of these cookies. I could watch that for 2 or 3 hours and not think twice about it. I actually enjoy watching it. I like watching them try the donuts. And even though I would love to have some cookies and a donut, I know that I can't, and I just wouldn't. At this point, I don't think I would. Even when I tried eating those muffins, that wrecked me, and I just don't need to have any more of that. I mean, it's funny how probably works. Well, it works the same with drugs and alcohol. It's all fun until you hit that level where you just can't function or things just don't work right. That's kind of where I'm at with my diet. Like I know better than to eat 3 chocolate muffins, even though I did eat one muffin, one every couple of days, um, and I got through with that, got by with that. But I could have not eaten any at all. So yeah, my diet is I'm gonna say it's mostly carnivore because I'm eating mostly the burger patties, but it's actually ketovore because I'm eating less than 100 grams of carbs. And I know that some of you think that I need to add a lot more carbs to my diet, which I'm not against that. It just doesn't seem like that would make sense for me right now. Hey, if you have any questions about anything that I've said, do me a favor, leave me a comment below. I answer all comments. I read all the comments. Please make them nice comments. If you think you'd like a hat like mine and there's, I don't know, 5 or 8 different colors, then do me a favor and click through on my link. I've got a pretty cool video that I'm going to be posting this week on a MagSafe solution. I have Apple products. I have an iPad. I have an Apple phone. I have an Apple laptop. And I hate the Apple MagSafe. It's ridiculous that it only connects to my computer. So I found a solution that'll connect to any product, whether it be Apple or any product, as long as it's USB-C. And I'm going to post a review and a link a couple days in this week. I'll post it. So when you see it show up as the review for the MagSafe, do me a favor and check it out. And if you think it sounds interesting, I'm suggesting the product that I actually bought and tested. So it works. It's very nice. It's helpful. Do me a favor and buy it through the link because I do, like I said, make a couple pennies and it does help. I'm not going to get rich on it, I'm sure, but it's very helpful. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this post and I hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye. Bye, everybody.